Good evening, everyone. I'm Love Coach Scott Katamas, and welcome to the closing night of the Illuminate Film Festival. What an amazing week. These extraordinary films. And tonight we're celebrating the power of story. The stories that you've seen in these films, the story of how the Illuminate Film Festival rose through COVID and all the changes our world has gone through, the story of Danette and her staff and her team. It's a powerful night to celebrate story. And I want to welcome all of you that are with us, those of you in the Zoom room, and all of you watching live on through event something or another. But the key, there it is. That's it. Thank you, Danette. And I am really blessed because I get to co-host with an extraordinary woman who is all about telling story. This is the beautiful Sandra, and her life has been very much about helping people get in touch with their own personal stories, many of whom have been leading filmmakers around the world, and also creating her own films. She's an amazing host, an amazing friend, and welcome, Sandra.
Thanks so much, Scott. And it is wonderful to be here with all of you. What an incredible week. You know, this is the rebirth of the Illuminate Film Festival, and it's the very first year of this hybrid, having it real time in place and also doing it virtually. So it is so much fun to be part of. And tonight we're celebrating the power of story. Storytelling is the language of the soul. This is how our souls speak to each other. You know, Charlie Mingus, the great jazz musician, said, anyone can make the simple complicated, but creativity is making the complicated simple. And that's what cinema does. Cinema takes this complex world we live in and makes it accessible and simple to a mass public. You know, storytelling has the power to transform our world. It takes us from the head to the heart. And cinema reaches vast audiences across cultures, languages, and divides. And it has the power to unify us. One of the powerful things about story is that it takes us on a journey along this path into a suspension of disbelief. We forget our surroundings, we lose track of time, we fall in love with the characters. We don't want these stories to end, and we see incredible new possibilities. And in the social science literature, this is called transportation. And when we're transported, we have the highest knowledge gains, the biggest shifts in attitude, and the biggest changes in our intention to change our behavior. I love this quote. This is from Godshall. We are, as a species, addicted to story. Even when the body goes to sleep, the mind stays up all night telling itself stories. So as we know, story has the power to awaken us, to create a revolution of the heart, to awaken a higher image of human potential, to make every life count. So I think we can all agree that the most powerful stories are magical. So what does magic have to do with story? Let me see what's happening. Here we go. And tonight I have the joy of introducing one of the greatest magicians of our time, Jeff McBride. His unique combination of mythic story and world-class magic tricks have earned him 3 awards at the International Grand Prix of Magic in Monte Carlo and the Magician of the Year by the Academy of Magical Arts. Jeff McBride takes people on magic quests. So let's join him for a magical quest of our own. So Scott, we're ready to see Jeff McBride's video.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Sandra. As a magician, my role in the world is to remind each and every one of you that you are the magician in your life, and you have the power to consciously create your vision of the future. And how do we do that? It's the stories we tell ourselves and the stories we share with others. Because what we're doing right here, right now, tonight, is tribal. It has been happening since the dawn of time. People, thousands of years ago, when the sun would go down, they would gather around the campfire to share their stories. And the same thing is happening tonight, but we're gathering around a virtual campfire, sharing our stories of our travels up and down, our victories, our defeats, and of the quest, and what we each learn and hear and suffer on the way. And one of the things that makes us human is our ability to tell stories. And we human beings have been telling stories on this planet Earth long before the time of recorded history. And this is one of my favorite stories. A simple paper heart. In our story, these little paper hearts will represent the love that we share with our friends and our family and our community. Oh, the human heart is big enough to hold immense amounts of love and strong enough to endure incredible amounts of pain. Because, as we know, there are moments of connection, and in life there's moments of heartbreak. Moments of joy, and as we've experienced this last year, times of separation, isolation, times when the bonds between us seem broken and shattered forever. We hope that's not so. We want something more. The great storytellers, the great sages, oh, they remind us that our love is the greatest healing power of all. For the human dream, the universal dream, is a dream of healing, a dream of magic, and a dream of transformation.
That is so fantastic, isn't it? I love Jeff. That's Jeff McBride. We're going to see another segment from Jeff. And, one of the things we want to let everybody know is Jeff has this incredible show called Magic Quest. It's an online show that you can come in, and it's Zoom meeting, not webinar meeting. So he actually interacts with the audience. I attended his preview show, and it was great. And so we do want to encourage everybody to check out his Magic Quest. I'll put the link into the chat box, and here's just a little short trailer about Magic Quest.
Jeff McBride is a master of the art of illusion and one of the most awarded magicians of our time. For over 40 years, Jeff McBride has adventured around the world seeking the secrets of real magic. Now, you can join Jeff in his Las Vegas home for this interactive experience. Experience the mind-expanding mysteries of Jeff McBride's Magic Quest.
It's a great show that he's put together, and it's a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for it. And I now get to introduce another friend of mine. And of course, most of you hopefully are familiar with Saturday Night Live. Jeff's been on it many times. And Cornflower is absolutely one of our favorite friends. He's a remarkable musical force. And he has, as you're about to see, this amazing ability to bring spirit through while understanding how to work with technology. He truly is the magician of creating magic with technology and spirit. So welcome, Cornflower, to get us off to a beautiful musical start.
Thank you so much, Scott. It's such an honor to be here with Illuminate Film Festival for the closing ceremony. And let's drop in and let the music speak for itself.
Ooh. Wow. Thank you so much, brother. So beautiful, so beautiful.
Thank you.
Cornflower is gonna close our show out. So we're gonna have a little more cornflower at the end of the show, but just a reminder that you can learn all about cornflower by going to his website, which is cornflowermusic.com, cornflowermusic.com. And there's always a lot of good things happening there, including something that we at Saturday Night Live are hosting on June 6th. He's going to be combining with the amazing Kristen Hoffman. They both do this extraordinary looping, like you just heard, and they're going to actually combine forces and really help all of us learn how we can tune in and activate. It's the Sonic Source Activation on June 6th. So you can learn all about that by going to cornflowermusic.com and everything else. And we're going to have more cornflower a little bit later on in the show. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome. Thank you, Scott.
I really am honored that I get to introduce the executive director of this festival, the woman who makes it all happen. And what a story her life has been, an extraordinary story. And as we celebrate story, and as we celebrate this festival, absolutely, let's all take a moment to celebrate Danette. You all have seen her by now. You've seen her, but I would love for us to just all in our own way, as we look at this beautiful woman, this beautiful being, in your own way, bless her, thank her. Channel your inner Jesus, your inner Mary Magdalene, your inner Buddha, your inner higher divine self, and just bless her. And we're grateful for her courage, her great heart, and her radiant health now. And welcome, Danette, and thank you and congratulations on an amazing festival and a great week.
Wow, Scott. Wow. Just thank you. Thank you. I feel deeply, deeply honored. And I'm so excited to welcome everybody to this glorious closing night celebration of truly what I feel is the best lineup of films that we have had in Illuminate history. Filmmakers, you really brought it. You really brought these deepening stories that took our audiences to a new place in a time when truly we all needed it most. And I know this was a very different festival than usual. Normally we are all gathered together in our theaters here in Sedona, Arizona, and we can, actually touch each other and hug each other. And of course, we had only half the festival, here in Sedona. But what was so special about this year truly was that we could just extend across borders and that we could invite all of our audiences from all over the world. I mean, we used to get emails that used to say, how do I get to see this film? I can't, fly to Sedona. And before now, we didn't have an answer other than, well, it's going to be released hopefully in 3 months. Now we get to bring the whole global family together. And that has been such a treat. And my heart sings when I log in and I look at all of the ticket buyers and I'm like, oh, look, so-and-so's from Japan. And here we have from Brazil. And here we have from Australia or the UK or Germany. And it has really, truly felt like we have been able to achieve our mission on a whole new level, which is to elevate consciousness through cinema and inspire lasting transformation. And I want to just thank you filmmakers for making this possible and for transmitting all of your love and your grace and your gratitude and your beauty into your films so that it can be felt in every corner of the earth. Thank you. So the one thing that I do want to do before we get into the awards, it's exciting, guys. Is everybody waiting with bated breath to hear who won? But before I do that, I really, really want to thank the Illuminate team, because this team has pulled off extraordinary things. I mean, this was like building a whole new business. right? You know, we're used to doing theaters, and now it's drive-ins, and now it's open air, and now it's virtual, and now it's, you know, we're producing online shows. Well, with the help of Scott and Deborah and Saturday Night Live and Global Coherence Pulse and all of you guys that are experts already. But the team that has come together to give of themselves from the deepest place in their hearts really deserve incredible gratitude. And I'm going to go and list them all off. Sorry, it's first names, y'all, but I'd be here forever. So Morgan and Drew, who have been with us for, I don't know, 7-8 years. Andrew, Amy, Maya, and Jen from programming, who curated the strongest lineup in our history. Denise, Winnie, Cory, Dex, Brian, Jim, and their crews for one heck of an operations team to pull together a million details, even when we had the highest winds in history and a 40-foot inflatable screen. Thank you to Valerie, Anna Maria, Lisa, Angela, and Maria, an all-star marketing team. Thank you, thank you. Our guest moderators and dear colleagues and friends, Sandra and Iran. Of course, all of our festival sponsors, in particular tonight's sponsor, Saturday Night Live, Scott and Deborah, you guys are godsends. And our opening night, which I mentioned, sponsors, Global Coherence Pulse and Islands of Coherence. And then of course, the wealth of other sponsors, partners, donors, that have made this festival possible. Thank you, filmmakers. Thank you, special guests that have tuned in. Honestly, you have blown our conscious minds with all of the incredible discussions, bringing in all kinds of themes, science and spirituality, mindfulness, being unsinkable, right? The interconnectedness and the one field. I mean, really, we have touched every end of truly the most universal topics that one can address to bring in awareness and elevate humanity. So thanks all. And now I'm going to, drum roll, please, begin announcing our festival awards. Are you all ready? Yes.
Yes, big yes.
That's a yes, that's a big yes. Okay.
Drum roll.
So I'm going to start with an award that's very personal to me, because this is an award that typically is given to the films that really drum up some buzz and attention. And I personally hear the feedback from the viewers. And so this award is called the Director's Choice Award. And I am going to leave it to Jamie. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. I'm going to announce the winner, and then there are going to be 2 acceptance speeches. So this year is the first year of a tie for the Director's Choice Award. And those 2 films are Big versus Small and Amara, the Song of the Whales. And we will hear acceptance speeches from both film directors. Let's start with the director of Big versus Small, Mina Dufton.
Hello, I'm Mina Dufton, and I'm the director of Big versus Small. I'd like to send my huge heartfelt thank you to the Illuminate team for this Director's Choice Award. Mm-hmm. This award means so much to me as a filmmaker, and I know it will mean so much for my team. It means acknowledgement, it means love, it means the support that we have been lacking during the production of this film. I really couldn't be more grateful right now, and it's a very emotional moment, and I'd just like to say thank you for giving my filmmaking a home, and I really hope to be there soon in person in the next couple of festivals, hopefully, with my next film. Thank you so much. Take care and lots of love.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Filmmakers always fill my heart. Fill my heart. And we'll now move into our second winner. And this is a film that is close to us here in Sedona, because the composer, actually, Crystal Verart, is right here and is a local resident. And we've had our Amara director, Sebastian Jobst, with us through social media the whole way of the festival. And he is here live to accept the award. So congratulations, Sebastian, for your Director's Choice Award.
Thank you so much, Danette. And it means so much to me. And I just want to read a little bit. I want to thank Marina for following her heart and the call of the whales, for her courage and her strong vision to bring the song of the whales into the world. And we miss you so much. I want to thank you, Danette, Maya, Andrew, and the whole Illuminate Festival team for believing in this film and fulfilling Marina's wish to be shown in this very special and important film festival. I want to thank Crystal Verart for the amazing composer and singer for our Real Healing, Dreaming of Whales. Thank you to everybody who supported Amara before and after Marina's death. I also want to thank the whole team behind Amara for their amazing work. Denise, Hans, Christoph, Sabina, Anne, Christina, Feng, and the woman by my side, Katharina, without whom Amara wouldn't exist. She kept her promise to Marina to help to bring the movie into the world. And in the end, it's Marina again. Thank you, special one. You always be with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. And this one really is just so meaningful. And I feel like you have carried Marina's message so proudly and so genuinely. And I really feel like her message for the whales will be heard through this film. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing.
Thank you so much, Danette. Thank you.
Okay, ready for the next award. That is the Illuminate Impact Award. And this is an award that is given to a film that embodies the transformational power of cinema. And we had an experience with this audience when this film was played. There was, first of all, not a dry eye in the house. And second of all, the message is so profound, and it's profoundly told through a narrative structure. And we find ourselves, when we're watching it, understanding that sometimes the deepest suffering can indeed be our greatest gift. And I think that that is a message that can truly, that everybody can truly resonate with that message, whether it's, somebody dealing with death, as in this movie, but any kind of grief, suffering, or loss. And of course, we've all had a pretty difficult year. So I would like to honor and recognize the film Grace and Grit, directed by Sebastian Siegel, with the 2021 Illuminate Impact Award. I'm going to toss it over to a recorded message from Sebastian.
Hey guys, thank you for recognizing this film, for the deep impact that so many of the films that you have at your festival are having on people. I think about storytelling, and I think for me as a filmmaker, what it is to tell stories and why we tell stories. And I think it's this impulse to remind ourselves of something that's mythic and mystical, that's deep within and far beyond. And storytelling, particularly movies, has a unique capacity in the way that it's immersive to help people transform. That we see something that inspires us, say, I can do that, I can live through this, I can get through this. Not only that, I can become more by giving more. And I think that's really, at some point in our lives as kids or as adults, then again, we see something that reminds us of the glory and the magnificence and the grandeur and the simple things in life. The most mundane things become miraculous, and I think movies has done that so much for me, and that's why I became a filmmaker. So thanks for recognizing this film, and it's a pleasure and honor to be alongside so many other great filmmakers who are doing films that are not just beautiful, but that are also substantive, and may they live on and echo in the hearts and the minds of people for years to come, long after we're gone. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.
Thanks, Sebastian. And thank you for that beautiful gift of a film, which is going to be released, wide release, in just a couple weeks, June 6th. Okay, all right. Here comes another award that we added to our award slate in 2018. And that's due to the interest of a new relatively new distribution label called Mangurama. And what I love about Mangurama is that they went, I mean, full force into the genre of conscious cinema and giving these filmmakers a platform to be released in theaters, to be released digitally, to be, widely distributed. And that is exactly the kind of effort we need from the film business community to lift this genre and empower the filmmakers so that we could increase the quality, the quantity, and the accessibility of these conscious cinema stories. So I'm going to now introduce Giancarlo Canavesio, and he is going to announce the winner of our Mangurama Award for Conscious Documentary Storytelling. Here you go.
Hello Sedona, hello Illuminate Film Festival. I'm here in Ibiza. On my back there is our food forest, a permaculture concept of radical biodiversity. And I'm here to announce the Mangurama Award, the Mangurama winner. Mangurama Award is a collaboration between Mango TV, an online web channel for regenerative documentary, and Abramorama is a distributor. So we have created a matrix of 7 criteria: narrative arc, compelling subject, high production value, consciousness ratio, paradigm challenging, commercial potential, and solution based. And so out of this matrix we have a winner. I want to acknowledge all the finalists. Amazing documentary. It was a very difficult choice. We had Aware, Glimpse of Consciousness, Big and Small, Big vs. Small, The Magnitude of All Things, Samadhi Road, and The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. And the winner is The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. Congratulations to the filmmakers. Very important topic. We, loss of biodiversity is probably even a bigger problem than climate change. So we want to support this documentary, this incredible activist. She's inspiring a new generation of agricultural activism, which is very important. And I'll send you big love from Ibiza. I hope to take the Illuminate Film Festival here one day, and I'll send you all a big kiss.
We love you too, Giancarlo, and we know that you always have your finger on the pulse in terms of what needs to be, amplified next into the world. And so I want to also, before I bring Jim on to accept this award, I wanted to share that this award also comes with a $5,000 cash prize. Jim, come up and show us all your surprise, because I think you had no idea what this award entailed. But please accept the Mangurama Award for conscious documentary storytelling.
Still my beating heart. All right. Wow. Wow, this really is an honor, especially coming from Giancarlo, who is a very esteemed filmmaker in his own right, as well as being a good businessman. And we all know that film involves business as well as art. and he seems to combine the two. So I'm very honored. And, thanking, Danette, you're on the screen right in front of me. This has been fantastic. Now, this was our first festival. It's the world premiere, and we're so grateful for this. And as my fellow documentary filmmakers know, that when you do it with a small group of people, we had a lot of volunteers. I mean, there's such a team on the filmmaking side to thank. And also my partner, who is in Australia, and I have given her this news. And she wrote back in capital letters, woohoo! Okay, there we go. All right. So thank you for everybody at Illuminate for giving us, and just to go ahead and do this. And the way you described everybody doing everything, it's a struggle on both ends, but terrific. So maybe my self-esteem has gone up a notch. I don't know. It's very rewarding. Anyway, thanks so much. Thanks so much, everybody there that I had dealings with. And thank you, Giancarlo.
Well, Jim and Camilla Beckett, they co-directed that film. You are so deserving, and you have such a strong documentary narrative. And it's time to get out, and there are going to be a whole lot of folks helping you. I can see it in your future. So, all right, well, that wraps up my segment, but we have so many more great acts to follow and more awards to announce. So I will, with gratitude, turn it over to my dear colleague and friend, Sandra De Castro Buffington.
Thank you, Danette, and congratulations to all of the filmmakers. It's just so exciting to see you recognized. When I see awards given, or when I give awards, I am aware of how many years and years and years of work go into each film, especially documentaries. The vision, and then, the struggle and the transformational process that takes place in each of the filmmakers. And, and then we get to enjoy the beauty and the power. And you bring us such wisdom, and you transport us into those stories. And many of you have included luminaries, the luminaries that are part of the Illuminate family. And so I am going to turn it over to a clip. We have a series of clips of words of wisdom that come from this festival through the luminaries. We're going to hear directly from them in their own words.
Of now is being expressed by how many people realize that we have so, for the sake of greed, filled this world, filled the water, filled the air, filled the food with such carcinogens. And people realize now, to me, the greatest love is to fight back. And not fight back, the word isn't fight back, but to dissolve.
So my hope is 7 years from now, our gardens and our seeds and our knowledge of how to grow our own food and our knowledge of how to practice freedom and democracy, how all of that is what saw people through, and how solidarity. We come back to that question of, to have personal resilience, you need a sense of autonomy. Life beyond selfishness and ego becomes a story that we are ecological. We are not individual, isolated, arrogant, selfish egos. We are interconnected beings in an interconnected world. We are interbeings. That story is what will see us through, is seeing us through, and that's the story I'd like to see.
Love, yes, love is the ultimate truth, the heart of creation, but it's not a sentiment, it's not an emotion. It's the truth that we are the same awareness modifying itself into different experiences. Existence is a miracle, and I exist is a miracle. Now, once you get there, then every instant is a miracle. This is a miracle right now. It's never happened in the history of the universe. It will never happen again. So that's a miracle too.
How powerful that Deepak Chopra, Marianne Williamson, so many luminaries actually participated in this festival. And I certainly want to encourage people to go back and watch those panel conversations and discussions. Really powerful stuff. Good job again, Danette and the Illuminate Festival for pulling it together. And now we get to have amazing music. When I heard that we actually were going to get a beautiful chorus live playing, I mean, honestly, on Saturday Night Live, we've been trying to get them since we started the show a year ago. It's really an honor to have them. And if any of you are not familiar, they're referred to as a high frequency of love music by their fans. And Beautiful Chorus is led by Alexandra Love, who started this group to spread a harmony-infused soundscape of interconnectedness, ease, and joy. As you're about to see, their introspective, beautiful, and very deeply personal compositions remind us as listeners that the place within us all, that place of complete peace, is always available. It's always accessible. So as we listen to this music, let's tune into that and find that place of deep peace within us. For you see, the ladies of Beautiful Chorus are singing to stir the memory of this place with their beautiful resonant songs, mantras, and hymns. So take it away, Beautiful Chorus.
Hi, thank you so much for having us. We are Beautiful Chorus. The first song we're going to sing for you is called Inner Peace. We've known it long. There's a song inside each one of us, and it grows as we've come to know we are celestial beings, and the galaxy rejoices here eternally. So please let us feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. My heart is open, I am aware, in me's a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open, I am aware, in me's a knowing of love, 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 love. Ooh, 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 please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel. Please let me feel inner peace at the center of me. My heart is open. I am aware. In me's a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open. I am aware. In me's a knowing of love, 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 love. Ooh, 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 The second song we're going to sing for you is called Hymn of Healing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, your music, I had this fantasy as I was listening. What if we all woke up in the morning to your music and went to sleep at night to your music? You know, that how different our world would be with that vibration. And, you know, thank you for how you're helping in your way to bring us into a higher vibration and to raising our consciousness. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's our honor.
Just want to let everybody know that you can learn much more about them by going to their website, which is their name. It's a beautiful chorus. And they have a lot of other ways you can get a hold of them. They're on iTunes, they're on Spotify. I'm going to briefly just go to their website and save it. Go there periodically. They've got new things coming out. And it's simple. It's beautifulchorus.com. Beautifulchorus.com. And go to iTunes, go to Spotify to get their music. Let's support these four amazing beings. And I sure look forward to listening to your music in the morning and listening to it at night. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And now it's my pleasure to put our spotlight on the festival director. This is Jamie, and she's got some wonderful awards that she's going to announce. Welcome, Jamie.
Hey, I'm not your festival director. I'm the festival director of the Byron Bay International Film Festival. And I had the privilege this year of being the jury president, along with Variety's Jazz Hankay, and also there's producer director Mickey Lemley. And together we sat on the jury that helped decide about the jury prizes, in particular with a focus on debut competition jury prizes. So we had debut feature film jury prize and debut short film jury prizes. And what we actually were empowered to do, besides pick the films, the two films being both short and feature, that we felt were worthy of this kind of top prize, although all prizes have a lot of value to them in so many different ways. We were also given the ability and the empowerment to create some special commentary prizes that were really around like the special mention of films that we felt really needed to be sort of nodded to, especially when we were talking about people coming through. So the very first award that I would like to announce, although we have previously announced online, but to recount, to let you guys know, was a debut feature competition jury prize special mention award, and that went to your closing film, Samedi Road. And we have Julio here, Julio Hay, ready to accept the award live.
Thank you very much. We feel very privileged and honored to be here and to be sharing this moment with all the filmmakers and all the people who make a great effort to have this festival. And I'm very happy to be part of it. So thank you very much.
Okay, so our second film to receive a special mention was one that is really obviously hitting the hearts and the souls of people at Illuminate this year very strongly, and that was The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. So I believe we're going to bring Jim back to do an acceptance there.
What are you saying, Jamie? Who's saying what? What?
That you got a special jury mention for the jury prize, a special mention, commendation for the fact that this is a film with a very important story to tell at this time.
My goodness. Well, this is woohoo too, actually. This is great. Yeah, I never would have thought. And as I said, this is our first festival. Well, as you know, my fellow filmmaker is living in Australia. And so this is going to be great, great for all our Australian teammates here.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. So good heavens, this is this is wonderful. Okie dokie. Gosh. Yeah. I'm so glad that we're in this festival. And you sort of hinted at the fact that you have a festival about 8 hours north of Sydney. Yeah,
it's true.
My
yes.
goodness. All right. Yeah. And you Aussies have done a really good job with COVID. So congratulations.
Oh, we really have, yeah. Been very lucky.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, thank you, and thank everybody.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's like I said before, a very deserving film with a very important story for our times. And so then now we're coming to the debut short film competition jury prize. And that went unanimously. Sometimes with these sort of jury-related prizes, we're toing and throwing. This one was just, there was no question about it. And that was for Lotus, which is a beautiful experimental short film. And I believe we've got live Angelica Förstler accepting the award from somewhere in Europe, Germany, I would maybe get.
Yes, hi guys. Thank you so much. I'm from Austria originally and tuning in from the south of France right now. So very good morning to you all. It's so beautiful how in this festival, we are simply all driving ourselves home through all this unique expression, different arts, passions and talents. And I'm so grateful that we are a part of it with Lotus. And thank you so much for this jury award, Jamie and team. It means the world to us, as we said already. And it truly is an invitation to dive deep within. And what I find so amazing is really the parallels and the synchronicities of all films selected, like even speaking of seats, right? And seat rights. And I believe we all own the rights to our own seat, right? And deep within, we have a seat of our soul as well. And Lotus is an invitation to really connect ourselves with that seat again. And outside, there's so much noise going on, and may it be an invitation for us to focus on our inner voice and a reminder that we can all blossom in the world just like a lotus flower. And I give my thanks to our entire team for making this film happen. It's a collaborative effort. It can only together we can make it work. Huge thank you and acknowledgement to my partner in this, Austin, who is not here right now as he's filming in Bali. And it was so amazing, everybody involved, and especially Austin, how he went on this adventure of really experimental art and being in the moment and following our intuition and going with the flow and simply capturing this profound story of transformation. And I also want to thank Eric for the amazing editing, Oliver for the music, our safety divers, assistants, everybody who has been involved in this process. Thank you so much to you all, and I'm looking forward to meeting you soon, hopefully in person, and let's have a great celebration night.
Fantastic. Congratulations again, Angelica. So the very final award that I will recap and announce right now was the debut feature film competition jury prize. And again, this was one that, there was with this particular category, we did have a bit of to and throwing, but this was something that when it came down to it, the three of us stood very strongly behind the decision. And that is to award the feature competition jury prize to Aware, Glimpses of Consciousness. And I'm not sure whether we have Eric Black or Falka Sandrig or both of them accepting the award, but here they are.
I believe we've got the video.
Thank you so much. We feel absolutely thrilled and honored. Thanks to the Illuminate Film Festival, to Danette and the whole team for inviting us as the opening film. Thanks to the jury for picking Aware for this wonderful award. And we would so much love to be there in person to celebrate with you in Sedona. And we just hope that it will be possible sometime in the near future that we will come and show Aware in the theaters and see you finally all in person. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming all the way from Byron Bay, Australia, and just your beautiful presentation of the awards. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'd love to get over there one day. It's definitely been on my bucket list.
Byron Bay is one of my favorite places. I've taught there many times. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. So, all right, God's blessings. All right. Well, we get to continue on with a little more magic. And so I'm going to bring back on my friend, the wonderful Jeff McBride. Now, this time, I want you to really watch closely because he's going to be doing some magic where you're going to be going, how does he do that? Where did that come from? So keep a close eye out. Everybody, stop any other distractions and put your full focus on the screen and see if you can figure out how Jeff does this.
Well, thank you, Scott, for that wonderful introduction. And I have the world's fastest card trick for you right here. Now, cards have a fascinating story. And we're talking about stories, award-winning stories. And I've always been fascinated by the story of playing cards. I live in Las Vegas, and fortunes have been won and lost. Loves have come and gone on the turn of a single card. Now, some say that playing cards came from China because that's where they invented paper. But I prefer another story, a legend, a myth, called The History and Mystery of Playing Cards. It seems that 2,000 years ago, all of the ancient teachings, all of the wisdom was kept in one place, the great library of Alexandria. But there was a problem. Fanatics were destroying the library, burning all the magic books and burning all the magicians. Something had to be done. So the magicians gathered in the city of Fez, Morocco, to decide what to do. They came from many different lands and they didn't speak a common language, so they wanted to create a picture book of symbols that could communicate all of the sacred teachings beyond language, beyond boundary, and beyond time itself. And to protect the book, they disguised it by cutting it up into pieces and disguising it as a form of a gambling game, playing cards, tarot cards. Now, the tarot cards were taken out of Egypt and spread through Northern Europe in the 1400s. And they were used for gambling, but they were also used for divination and fortune telling. And it is said that by studying the images on the cards, well, you can awaken your own magical powers. One of the major arcana is the magician, who stands in a hermetic posture of as above, so below, that the power of the entire universe exists within us, and that we all have the power to transform. And the cards have transformed over the years. These are the great-great-grandchildren of the tarot. And although the pictures are different than the tarot, the correspondences between a deck of playing cards and the tarot are astonishing. And they can be used as a calendar. Think about it. There are 52 cards in a deck that represent the 52 weeks of the year. There are 4 suits in a deck of cards that represent the 4 seasons of the year. There are 13 cards in each suit that represent the 13 phases of the moon. And if you count the number of spots on all of the cards, they number up to 364, plus the Joker, 365. A deck of cards can be used as a solar calendar. And of course, the 4 suits are symbols for the magician's magical elements of air, fire, water, and earth. To the uninitiated, these are just pieces of paper for gambling. But to an initiated magician, each card is still a page in an ancient magic book, and each card has a story to tell on our path to evolution. A deck of cards was perhaps the greatest gift I ever received, because they've taken me all over the world. And the mysteries and the stories in these cards are my gift to you of the playing cards. And that is a little magic from the Magic and Mystery School. I'm Jeff McBride. And remember, it's the stories we share with each other that can transform our lives. Back to you, Scott.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm about 10 years old whenever I'm watching him. He's just like, it brings out my little boy. He's really, really special. And, a reminder that this weekend is the last weekend that he's doing his Jeff McBride Magic Quest show. I'm actually bringing a group of my friends Sunday afternoon at 2:00. So if you go to mcbride.wellattended.com, mcbride.wellattended.com, that's where you can pick on the calendar. He's got 4 shows left, Friday night at 6, 2 shows on Saturday, the show I'm going to, 2:00 on Sunday. And you can learn more about him. He's really honored. He's a big deal. He recently fooled Penn and Teller on the TV show. David Copperfield calls him one of the great magicians of all time. He's a pretty special guy. So definitely, if you're enjoying this, go check it out. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And so now I get to turn it back over to my co-host, Sandra, for more awards.
Thank you so much, Scott. Watching Jeff McBride with the cards, reminds me of what it takes to make a film. It is like magic, and it takes a long time, and it's convoluted, and it's not obvious, it's subtle, and yet it can bring out great truth. So now is the time to announce the Audience Awards. And the Audience Awards at Illuminate Film Festival are really some of the favorite awards, because they are the award winners who go on to great success after the festival. So I have the honor of presenting the Audience Award for Best Short Film, and the winner is The Day of Stranger. And accepting the award is director Cassidy Hall. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It means so much to receive this on my directorial debut film. And it means so much that this quiet, contemplative film was chosen by the audience of Illuminate Film Festival. And thank you so much to the festival, all who made the festival happen, all who attended virtually and in person. In a world where we're all too often drawn to distractions and artifice, I've found that this festival holds a special place for the full engagement of our unmixed attention. And while this film that I made harnessed the words and the space of the Trappist monk Thomas Merton, it was far more about all of us going inside and finding the infinite spaciousness within, a place we find when we're willing to step into discomfort. And in receiving this, I realized that so many people were willing to step into that discomfort together. And finally, this film was impossible without all of its supporters and the creative collaboration of fellow documentary filmmaker Patrick Shen, who is producer, cinematographer, and editor. He's a dear friend of mine, and it happens to be his birthday today. So I accept this on behalf of both myself and Patrick, whose creative collaboration has just dramatically changed my life. And I remind us all to find those creative relationships which enliven us to the fullness of our true selves, the wholeness of our own possibility, and what we can find from the infinite spaciousness within. Thank you so much.
How beautiful, Cassidy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are we going to be able to see a trailer or no today?
I don't have the trailer for that show. I've got Lotus, Samadhi Road, Seeds of Vandana, and Aware are the trailers that I have.
Okay. Well, Cassidy, we'll have to look it up afterwards and we'll see it ourselves. So.
Sure thing. Thank you.
All right. And now I have the honor of presenting the Audience Award for Best Feature Film. And the winner is, get ready, The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. So Jim Beckett, you're back on, and congratulations to you and your producing partner in Australia. This is award number 3 for you. I think you're muted. You need to unmute. There you go.
I was looking for myself and then I was on the big screen. My goodness. I've just run out of acceptance speeches, particularly when I'm not surprising. When I'm surprised. I'm a little tongue-tied here. Anyway, I guess I must thank the audience for their judgment, for their support. because they're obviously supporting the message that this film is trying to convey. So again, what can I say more than thank you? This is really fabulous. The music was wonderful, and the song Inner Peace I will enjoy later tonight. But now it is exterior excitement. So there we go. Inner peace for later. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jim. I think the audience is saying there is demand, pent up demand for your film, which bodes very well. The world wants to see it. So congratulations. We're so happy.
All right. Because we're always so uncertain when we make a film. Will anybody really like it? So this is confirmation. This is absolute confirmation that we made the right film about the right person at the right time.
Yes, you did. Okay, wonderful. So we're so happy.
We are getting a request.
Okay.
Since it's won so many awards, we're going to play the trailer. So let's take a look at the trailer for The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. Do you have anything you want to say to introduce the trailer?
No, it is what it is. So I hope this gives people who haven't seen the film perhaps a flavor of what it was about.
Okay, great.
Food is a weapon. When you sell real weapons, you control armies. When you control food, you control society. But when you control seed, you control life on Earth. Industrial farming is the single biggest destructive force on the planet today. The war against the Earth begins in the minds of men. And I mean men.
Vandana Shiva is one of the most prominent activists in the world.
Oh my God, he's a hero.
This is Vandana Shiva. I'm Van as a part of Vandana.
She's a warrior to the patriarchal system that destroys.
Vandana was one of the pioneers who started the global seed movement.
Owning intellectual property right on seed is a pathetic attempt at seed dictatorship. We started to fight GMOs through growing seeds and saving seeds.
She does knowingly make statements which are clearly inaccurate and incorrect.
Demonizes modern agriculture.
The organic elite.
Anyone who's going to stand up to big corporations is going to come under attack.
40% of the solution to climate change lies in organic, ecological farming in the hands of small farmers.
Today, one of the big movements is around regenerative agriculture.
We have the power, we will change, and we will be the change we want to see, and no one is going to stop us.
Vandana Shiva is Monsanto's worst nightmare.
We will not be stopped. We have a duty to save seeds. Little old lady from India. Oh, why does she drive you nuts?
Wow. What a beautiful, beautiful film. And so important. No wonder it won all these awards. Wow. Thank you. Sandra, do you want to introduce the beautiful chorus video?
Oh, I would be happy to do that. We have the honor today of hearing again from a beautiful chorus. And I am just pulling up something that I can't find. So I will just say their music is so beautiful and so powerful that when we were kind of rehearsing ahead of time, I started to weep just hearing the harmonies coming from them. So I want to celebrate them and honor them and thank them for the vibration they put out in the world. I will go to sleep listening to them, and I will wake up listening to them. Your beautiful suggestion, Scott.
That's great. Here we go.
I am India Ari, and it is my pleasure to be here in the Essence Wellness House, for my house. It is a great pleasure, actually. I love being at home, and I love being able to be with you at the same time. And so what we're going to do together today is called a songversation. And it is where we use the power of words and music and breath consciously. And so I'm not going to talk too much about what a songversation is. We're going to just get into it. Did I introduce myself? I'm India Ari. It's my pleasure to be here. So songversation always begins and ends with a prayer. And so we're going to begin this songversation with the prayer about the truth of who we are. The truth of who we are. We can watch the news and talk about the complexities and the multifacets, but this is the truth of what I believe we are at our essence and at our core. And this is featuring my sisters, my new friends, beautiful chorus. This is our prayer.
Voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am light. I am light.
Light as in the opposite of heavy. Light as in the best word in the English language to describe the soul.
I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light.
Quantum physics teaches us that we're really actually mostly space. We are light.
I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light.
I am light. Light is in the heat and fire given off by the combustion of the crucible of life's hard times.
I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Thank you. I am just Blown Away, India Ari, and a beautiful chorus. And what's so transformative is not only the harmonies and the vibration of the music, but the profound lyrics that really tap the universal truth from every religion, every spiritual practice. So we are the light. And with that, we are going to transition to some of the luminaries who also carry the light. And these are the luminaries who are portrayed in many of the films here at Illuminate. And they come here and they speak to us and they give keynotes and they speak on panels, and they too channel the wisdom and the truth and bring their light forth. And their voices are open and they are transmitters of light and truth. So let's go to the luminaries.
Humanity is starting to emerge into a new perception, a new light. Krein has even said, the light is being turned on, the color is starting to come. This new light can change the story. And what is the story? The story is about humanity, planet Earth, where we're going, what's going to happen, and someday, a history book that will tell about when humanity got color.
The message to creative people in a time like this is go inside, go into the depths of your being, consult your inner guides, and present them as the shamans of old would do when they went on their vision quests. You go and you open up communication with nature somehow, go inside the center of the earth, and there you will find the hidden stone that makes everything okay.
We're building a new story for our global family. Illuminate Film Festival is sharing with you the stories that have emerged from lifetimes of work and dedication. I see a new world where war has become obsolete. We no longer use conflict to solve our problems. I see a world where we have elevated one another to benefit from all that we have learned in 5,000 years of recorded human history. And the realist in me knows that we've got some work to do to get to that world. And you are part of that work, because as you embrace the deep truth of the new human story, you're writing our future, you're writing our destiny. And I want to thank you for doing all that you can do to become the best people you can be and to create the best possible world.
Tell it, Brother Greg, huh? What a beautiful kind of overarching comment from Greg that really reflects what all of these films are helping us with. All the music we've heard, all the films that are helping to raise our awareness. We are changing the world and we are finding each other. It's pretty exciting.
And you know, Scott, the films at Illuminate Film Festival and the music that tells stories and the luminaries we hear predict our future. Stories predict our future. So when we put them out in the world and they go all over the world and transport people into a new vision of who we are and what we can be, it predicts our future. This is powerful creation going on. This is evolution in action. The stories are evolution in action, just as each one of us is. So I really thank everyone here. I thank the Illuminate team for everything you've done to create this sacred container for us to be together and to create this new story together. And I thank all of the people who brought their beautiful music and just the spark of soul that you are. We need every one of you. We need to hear your voices. Makes me cry. So much love to everyone. We just honor you and hold you You're masters, you're master storytellers, and you're the medicine the world needs.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sandra. It's been really fun co-hosting with you. Now, don't go away, everybody, because we've got music from Cornflower to kind of conclude our evening. And as the sponsor for the show, I do want to just remind everybody to, if you haven't already watched us, join us for Saturday Night Alive with the Global Peace Tribe. We're every Saturday night. And this Saturday night, that's in just a couple of evenings, we're making contact with our galactic family and each other. We've got Mark Sims, Whitley Strieber, Danny Sheehan, and several other experts that are truly leaders in the field. And there's some extraordinary information coming out. Maybe you saw on 60 Minutes, did a whole segment 10 days ago about the emerging disclosure that finally the government is acknowledging what we've all known and what most of us have seen. So we're doing a really special show on Saturday night. Definitely join us. You can always register for this show and all of our shows by going to www.globalpeacetribe.com, globalpeacetribe.com. And then once you've registered, we'll send you links where you can access all of our previous shows. We've done 62 of these shows so far. And
you're amazing. You are amazing, Scott. It has been such a pleasure to work with you. What a pro, and you're so much fun, and you bring together the luminaries, amazing people. You bring in musicians and seers and speakers and authors and filmmakers, and don't miss Saturday Night Alive.
Thank you. And I'm excited about the show we start talking about doing together. I want to do that with you. So
we'll do it.
All right. All right. I am putting the spotlight on my dear friend, Mr. Cornflower. And hopefully, there he is. Brother, you started us, and we're going to let you close it out.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Scott, and thanks to the Illuminate Film Festival for inviting me to be a part of this beautiful event. What an extraordinary group of people, and I'm looking forward to checking out the 6 films tomorrow and over the weekend. So thank you all for being here, and let's drop into some music.
That's why
Thank you so much, Cornflower. Thank you. Thank you. I just want to remind everybody of this amazing event you're going to be doing with Kristen Hoffman on June 6th from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock Eastern, from 1 till 3. And it's going to be the Sonic Source activation, all about learning from this man and Kristen how we can all experience our own creative awakening. I know I can't wait to be there. I'm going to be there and hope a lot of you will join us. So thank you so much, Cornflower.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, everybody.
So beautiful.
She wasn't expecting this, but I'm going to put the spotlight on Maya because she has not gotten enough attention. Too late. Spotlight's on you. I want to just acknowledge this amazing woman who has been up till 4 o'clock in the morning most nights, working so hard to make this festival happen. So big twinkling, lots of incredible appreciation for you, Maya. Thank you so much for the great work you've done on this festival. Really, really special.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Sandra. I'm so excited to have you leading this and really sharing your love and your passion. And I feel like we're all on the same mission. We're really here to use the power of story and media to inspire and transform and really share a new vision for humanity. So thank you it's an honor to be in service with you both and with all of the filmmakers here.
Absolutely. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Go back and watch the films that you haven't seen yet. All right. Take care, everyone.